My video for April the 13th, 2020 is video number 3424. The title is Firsthand Report Says There Are No Tents in New York City. I had already recorded my video for Easter when I got a call from a Facebook friend who lives in Jersey City and told me that there are no tents in Central Park as was reported to me. After that conversation, doubts arose. How could they have gone to the city when the lockdown would prevent that? Is traffic flowing freely between New Jersey and the city? Is Central Park open at all? I'm sure lots of things have changed there, even more so than here in Florida. I would think major cities like New York and LA have tighter controls than I experience here. I was so excited by reports of rescued children being saved from the clutches of the elite criminals. I thought that maybe, just maybe, the swamp actually was being drained. Now my doubts are reawakened. The hopium is wearing off again. Again, believe has a lie in the middle. We've been lied to all our lives. We are not all one, as I erroneously taught in the past. The bifurcation is real, whether we want to admit it or not. Is it possible that truth is relative, depending on individual point of view? Some say yes. Is that true? What is real? I am planning to record a video in the next couple of days at least with my friend Steve, who is a magician. And of course, he has demonstrated in some of our discussion groups and in his stage performances, which I don't know if I don't think I've ever actually been to one of his stage performances. Perhaps I was in the past, but certainly not often. But he is a magician, and he does make things, you have to scratch your head, because some things you wonder, how did that work? And lots of things happen on this planet that we are not aware of going on behind the scenes. And it's obvious to me that everything is not all one. I wish it was. Maybe it was at some point in the past. Maybe it will be at some point in the future. But for the history that I'm able to read about, and the experience that I have now as Ron Van Dyke in 2020 and in my current lifetime, I have changed my mind at different times. I'm not sure what is true anymore. I'm not sure what is real. Whatever is happening now is real. What happened when I was a boy seemed real to me from the perceptions that I had at that time. But can I say now that they were real then? I mean, as I've said in the past, I had the experience of light filling my room in the middle of the night. One night when I was on a trip to my uncle's house in Florida. And I mean, I wept because it was as if God had met me in that room. But someone says, no, Ron, if it was light, you were being deceived, because God is in the thick darkness. That's where God is. God is not in the light. The light is a deception. Can you understand the confusion? And I'm not the only one that's confused. I talk to friends often, and people that I meet often. And there's such a wide diversity of opinion and point of view. Some people see Trump as a hero. Others see him as a demon. What is true? What's going on in New York City and in LA and all around the world? Are the deep underground military bases being blown up? Is that what the earthquakes are? They're not really earthquakes, they're really explosions of underground tunnels and underground cities being, as I said, blown up. Are children being rescued, as is reported by some media, alternative media, I have to say, not mainstream media. Mainstream media we know is 99% lies. Yes, they have to tell the truth. That seems to be a rule. And they've told the truth on the Georgia Guidestones. That's their plan, to reduce the world's population to a manageable half billion people. I'm sorry, not half million, half billion people. That gotta kill a lot of people. That would mean that all of the dreams of a real heaven on earth reality are just that, dreams. It's a magic show. It's a deception. I don't know. I'm looking forward to making another video with my friend Steve. He's doing some magic and stuff online. He still has some health issues, which he'll probably explain a little bit or talk a little bit about when we do our video together in the next couple of days or so. But in any case, this call from my friend just was like putting a pin in my balloon, because I was so excited that there was evidence of children being rescued. There was actual evidence of the deep state being taken down and exposed, because that has to happen. We can't have peace on earth when warlords that profit from war continue to do what they do. And as I've said, the whole pharmacy thing and all the drugs that they want to put on us with perhaps even minuscule little things that make us more trackable, so that they can see everything we're doing and hear everything we're saying, and that there is no more privacy. Well, certainly if there's an omnipotent and omniscient and ever-present God, that God would know everything about us, so there's nothing hidden. There's a saying that's nothing hidden that shall not be revealed. Is that true? Is everything going to come to the light at some point? And if so, when? Is it going to happen while I'm alive, or is it going to happen 1,000 years from now, when there will be no more memory of a Ron Van Dyke that lived in the 20th and 21st century? You know, these are questions that plague my mind. I want to see what I thought was a promise from God fulfilled, a promise to bring heaven on earth, and that I was going to play a role in that happening. Am I playing a role for some future event that I, as Ron Van Dyke, will not get to witness and participate in? These plague me. These questions plague me. And I wonder how I could have been so easily deceived in thinking I knew answers back in my younger life. And now I'm looking back at some of those experiences and I'm questioning. And some people get mad at me because I've moved. They see me as failing in my mission, and my message has changed. Somebody said, I listened to you back in 2011 and 2012, and I was so excited. You put me on a path of exploration. Well, I'm still on that path, and I'm asking hard questions, and I'm praying for God every day, not just to God, but for God, like I've said in so many of my recent videos. God is at the top of my prayer list, because if God doesn't take responsibility, we are all doomed, and the dark agenda may as well be performed. They eliminate most of the world's population so that there can be a restart, a reboot with them in charge. Terrible situation. Thanks for listening. Namaste.